Hi all. It is currently 12:41 on the 3rd of September 2025. It's a pretty miserable day outside, but what are you gonna do? Um I'm gonna make this a short one just because I'm feeling a bit shit. uh I had a really bad dream there. Or I had basically went to sleep at like 5 a.m. I had three horrendous dreams in a row. Absolutely horrendous. Yeah, I'm not going to say them because it's a lot, and it's going to overload stuff. People might not like that, but very dark stuff. So I'm a bit weird. I'm a bit off, but still wanted to record this. Still wanted to talk. Still wanted to say hi. Hope everyone's doing well. Um, and yeah, this might be the shortest intro. I'll try to extend it a bit. Um, yeah, so gonna be playing. I'm probably gonna be playing Helldivers again. That game is fun. I was playing it last night with some friends, and it's so fun. It's so over the top. It's so just like for democracy, and all this sort of stuff, and it's like really like whenever you're on a mission, it's just real intense music, and then when you finish a mission, it's like fireworks and everything, and it's like so over the top. But I love that. I love how it's like it knows it's over the top, and it's like it just plays into that. That's incredible. Where's my shoulder? Uh, right. There's Lucy. Hi. She was in trouble last night. I can say this as well. She was up, barking and whinging, barking at like from 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. or something like that, or even like 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. She's never barked for that long, especially in the middle of night. So she was in trouble last night. I took her in back into my room because she was in the kitchen. But lately it's been, as I said before, a couple of weeks. Sorry, my throat. Basically, over the last few weeks, or last week in particular, it was. I said, she woke me up at like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Basically every hour to go out. And Mom said, that's not very fair. So we put her in the kitchen so I can actually get some sleep. And then she does that barking. So I guess she's back in my room. What we'll probably do, so probably tonight, I might suggest this to Mom. I'd say if we keep her in the kitchen and then when I'm going to bed, I'll take her out of the kitchen. Maybe that'll work. We'll see. We'll have to figure that out. But anyway, for now, I think that's all that needs to be said. It's 1:45. Oh my god. Quite late in the day actually already. But then again, I woke up late. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna get back to you later today. It's on. The recording's on. Whoa. Hello everyone. It's currently 23:07 and it's been a pretty decent day. I didn't realize how late the timer got in. I didn't realize how late, and like literally 5 minutes ago, I was like, "Oh crap, my vlog. I forgot about that. I need to do that." So I'm just gonna do this real quick. You know, the day has been good. As I said, okay, earlier on this morning was really really bad. So, but I've managed to recover, and I feel better. Essentially, this is going to be a bit of a trigger warning, so I'll do the hands thing again because that's gonna, you know, because people are gonna need that. So my hands are up now, and when my next put my hands up, you'll know it's over. The thing is over. So, my dreams this morning, my morning this morning, I had three dreams sequentially, all about suicide. Um, I won't go into too much detail on them. All I'll say is it was all three were different ways of doing it, and it's something I've struggled with a bunch. So it really sucked. I was I was quite shaken. But as my mum says, my mum, I called my mum and she said, "Look, to give you a cup of tea. There's nothing that helps better than an Irish cup of tea, and it helped quite a bit, um, which was nice. Um, but it's difficult. This sort of stuff, it's difficult. It's something. Suicidal thoughts is something, and ideations are things that I've struggled with and have been struggling with since I was like maybe 6. Like, okay, hear me out, right? When I was 6 years old, I was afraid of death because I still remember one of the most traumatic experiences was I was being tucked into bed and I asked my parents, "What happens when you die?" And I cried because I was just like, "Oh God, what is this? What happens with death?" That was my first big fear. But when I was around, I want to say 15, 14, 15, that's when I really started struggling. That's when it really it really reared its ugly head, and the thoughts got bad. I managed to do okay until I was 17 again, and then 17 it got really, really bad. The fact I'm here is still a miracle, basically. Um, and then since then, it's been ebbing and flowing. I have my medication, I have a support network, and I have this all in effect, but it's very, very difficult. So the biggest thing I can say to anyone who struggles with it, talk, communicate. It doesn't matter what you say, but surround yourself with people, and you'll feel much better. The thoughts will always be there, but the best thing you can do, or the way to sort of get rid of them, is to accept them, but don't let them take over. You know, that's the biggest thing I can say. It's difficult. It will be difficult. I'm not going to say it's easy. It's not, Um, but even if you can, people say like in one ear, out the other, right? Thought in, thought out. That's it. Don't think about the thought too much, and you will feel better. There is always, it's always a light, you know. Put my hands up. So, hey, we're back. That was a very deep conversation there, so I apologize to anyone who wanted to skip that. Um, I tried to make it as light as I could. As I said, I didn't go into details, but yeah. So, um, yeah, I've got, oh my God, I've got a bit of a headache. This is fun. But I'm gonna leave it there. Um, when it comes, I'll just give a small little update when it comes to like the medicine and the ointment. The ointment feels good to be able to put on again. It's nice. Um, really no complaints there. I finally have a bunch of it. I have on my Movicol. I've been taking that regularly. I've been drinking a bunch. Like today alone, like in the last 5 hours or so, I've gone to like the toilet. I was going to say about 5. I've gone to the toilet like 4 or 5 times. To pee now, to pee. And one little because I just really needed to go because I've been drinking that much liquid, and drinking a lot of liquid helps a bunch. So yeah, but yeah. As for now, I'm gonna call it here. I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you all so much for watching, and yeah, have a good one.